Okay, we're going to check week 9, daily language. Make sure you have a pen or a marker to make your corrections with, and that you press pause when you make your corrections, because your corrections should be spelled correctly. So right here, my family. Family was spelled incorrectly. So hopefully you have it spelled correctly. Family. We never say goed. My family, not goed. My family went to Florida, and Florida should have a capital F because it's the name of a state, for a vacation. And there's a period. Not I flied on an airplane. I flew on an airplane. So flew. On not a airplane, on an airplane. Okay, remember, when the next word starts with a vowel, we use an. Okay, if the next word starts with a consonant, you would use a. So I flew on an airplane for the first time. And those were the only two mistakes in that one. Underline the meaning of the bold word. I got to sit in the row behind my mom and dad, so you should have underlined a line of seats right here. So a line of seats. All right. When it was time to take off, everybody had to stay seated. My teacher, not readed, my teacher read, okay, so just R-E-A-D. My teacher read us a story today, not just readed us story today, readed us a story today. The story was about, okay, the mistake here is about is spelled incorrectly, so it should be A-B-O-U-T, about a mouse that go to school, a mouse that went to school. So instead of saying that go to school, you should have that went to school. In this story, the fearless mouse visits a schoolhouse every day because the suffix less means without, and so this means without fear. And if he doesn't have fear, then he wouldn't be afraid to go to school every day. Every day, the mouse listens carefully so he can learn a lot. And this is an adjective. Adjectives end in ly. Usually ly words are adjectives, and they describe the verb listen, and it tells how he listens. He listens carefully. Oh goodness, we haven't had one of these for a while. I and my friend Allie. Remember, we never start with yourself, so we're definitely going to start with my friend Allie, and we're going to put Allie in commas because we're saying the same thing twice, right in a row. My friend and Allie mean the same thing. Okay, they're the same person. So when we do that, we have to put that second thing in commas. So my friend Allie and I were second, not runned, but ran to the playground. And playground is a compound word, so we should squeeze those words and put them together. It's two words put together to make one word. And the next one is not we slided down the slide. The past tense of slide is slid. We slid down the slide and then jumped. Okay, even though you hear the t sound at the end, it's ed because that's a past tense verb. And then jumped onto the swings. I felt joyful as I went higher and higher into the air. My friend called out, "Take it easy. I don't want you to fall off." So it says underline the words that do not mean exactly what they say. Okay. So you could have underlined take it easy. All right. Or called out. That was kind of an odd one. Small, big, tall. Small, smaller, smallest. These are when we're comparing things, we have to use the right comparing words. So the kitten is small. We wouldn't say the kitten is smaller because you only use smaller when you're comparing two things. So there has to be another thing. So like in the second sentence, the mouse is smaller than the kitten. So we can use smaller here because we have two things that we're comparing, the mouse and the kitten. The ant is the smallest of all. We use the suffix est when it is the most of something. So this is the end of small, the smallest. Okay, a giraffe is tall. The building is taller than the giraffe. Again, we use the er when there's two things you're comparing. Here's building and giraffe. A giant in a fairy tale is the tallest of all. He's the most tall. The car is big. The bus is bigger than the car. Again, using the ER because you're comparing two things. The plane is the biggest of all. Write a sentence using a comparative adjective. So, hopefully you have a sentence that has something that ends in an ER or an EST. And capital letters where they need to be, good spacing, end mark, first letter is capitalized. Go ahead and this time let's put, what should we do? Let's put a giant good job, and why don't you make eyes or a face out of the good job. Okay, and then we know you have watched your video.